Hey, dude, let me tell you a secret that you may or may not know, and it will be very worth it to you and to your growth, to your expansion, and to your self understanding, and to the interpersonal understanding that you need in order to have good relationships in your life. You are not only in a relationship right now with people, you are in your karma. Most relationships are karma. And I hope that you start understanding this truth very well and take this perspective very seriously. Because if you want to do your maximum work and growth and expansion, oh boy, if you don't make this right, if you don't make your relationships right, you are going to go directly to hell. And welcome to the most transformative podcast in the multiverse. This is the Mastermind Podcast Challenge. Season 2 with your host, your favorite doctor of all time, the Papacito of Puerto Rico. This is the longest intro ever. Dr. Derek, and this is the episode 590. Oh my God. 10 more episodes and we are hitting the 600s. Ladies and gentlemen, for me has been an honor to be able to come to this microphone every day to speak about a random subject that probably will help you if you apply some of the ideas that you learn and that you reflect and that you meditate in this podcast. For me has been a great journey to be here with you. I don't know how many much time this podcast has left in life, in existence, in operation. Hopefully it will be a very long time. We never know. But each episode that you give me the opportunity to to open your heart for me and for these ideas is a great honor. And I just want to say thank you. I know that I do it often. Maybe I should do it in every episode because everything is an opportunity cost, as we discussed in that episode, very important one. It is called opportunity cost. Just watch it on YouTube, and you can do whatever you want in life. You are making these decisions every day, whatever decision, and the fact that you are deciding to come here and to work, to listen to this, man, that is so fucking awesome. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. Today, I have a subject that I was crazy to discuss for a couple of years now. It has been on my list a long time. And finally, here is the day that we're going to discuss it. And it's about karmic relationships. Now, this is a very complex subject. I will not go very, very profound on what is karma and how to burn all your karma in life. And I will not go very, very profound in the spiritual metaphysics of it because, one, I am not an expert yet on this subject. I um I am still learning a lot of what is karma and how I can basically expand my consciousness through karma. Second, it's not necessary to understand every aspect of karma to understand how karma can affect relationships and interpersonal experiences. And that is basically the core subject of today. And just if you apply some details of this podcast in your life, you will transform your life a lot. You don't need to be an expert on this subject just to be aware of what is a karmic relationship and to be aware of the importance of burning your karmic relationships as best as you can in order to continue moving on and expanding your consciousness the better that you can in life and in your own journey. So if we can do that, we achieve our purpose and the objective of this podcast of today. So what is a karmic relationship? Well, basically it's a relationship that is very heavy based on karma. And karma, we can define it as a spiritual pressure or a spiritual burden or a spiritual condensed content that you need to play in life. A karma is like a podcast that you need to listen in your whole life, right? And a lot of traditions believe that karma is based on what you did on past lives. Also, a combination of your ancestral heritage, what your ancestors did in their past lives, and now that is also connected to you and to your destiny. Also, traditions think that karma is created in this life, not something that you did in a past life, but something that maybe you did yesterday, something that maybe you did 5 years ago. You can understand it as a chain of cause and effect that is always, always, always penetrating every dimension of your life. But basically, karma is stuff that you need to deal in your life in order to grow. And I don't care if you think that your karma is based on past lives or in your ancestors or in your current life and past decisions. That doesn't matter too much in my perspective. Yes, we can philosophize and we can say, yo, yeah, but probably that was a past life of you. Who the fuck care, man? You know, for me, the most important aspect of the karma is what you do now with that. What do you do now in your current present moment that is eternal and that is always expanding with your consciousness? How you deal with your karma right now? That for me is the tool for spirituality now. Maybe in the future, I will go very, very, very in depth in this subject and I will expand my perspective. And I will say, no, no, it's very important that you need to go back to your past lives. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. But what I know is that you can be very present with your karma today, right now, in this moment. And if you're aware of your karma, you can decide to be differently right now in this moment. And if you decide differently, you can change your life right now in this moment. And that we call investments. You are investing in your future, better, more sophisticated life by choosing to do the right thing, the right decision right now in this moment. And that is your karma right now, right now, here now, here and now, here and now, here and now, here and now, as every breath that you take. You know, last week I was with COVID and I did an episode because I could not talk too much. So I did an episode about maybe 2 minutes in which it was a shortcast in which I only said, be here now. The episode, it is called Be Here Now. It is the same. That is also a title of a great book that you should read. Buy this book on Amazon. It is called Be Here Now from Ram Dass. That is the guru. Also, he is a psychologist. He's dead. He was a psychologist, and he wrote that book. Very, very important book for your personal development. And I told you in that episode, I only told you these words: be here now, be here now, be here now. And you may say, why the hell you did that an episode just saying that as a mantra without anything else? Because that is the most powerful thing that you can say. And not only say as a mantra, but to understand what it means to be here and now. To be here and now, it means generation, conception, opportunity, possibility, creation of a multiverse, recreation, the law of the new, becoming one with God, becoming love, becoming consciousness, becoming supra intelligent, becoming creativity, becoming one with sexual energy, becoming infinite integrity, becoming truth, becoming Christ consciousness. Be here now. Be here now. All of those things are only possible here and now. Here and now. Here and now. Forever, here and now, here and now. Here and now. So when I was struggling with COVID, I was just trying to remind myself, man, I cannot breathe very good. I cannot do my podcast. I am not uploading videos. I'm not working with clients. What I can do? Well, I can do something. I can be here and now. Be here now. Be here now. Be here now. Be here now. So when you're working with your karma, there's only one way to do it: here and now. Here and now. So right now, you super focus on your relationships in this couple of minutes that we're gonna spend together. You will be burning your karma here and now with me. But what is gonna happen after the podcast is over? You are going to forget. That is what is going to happen. You're going to stay with your life as it is. You're going to continue with toxic relationships, with codependent relationships, with karmic relationships. You are not going to improve your communication. You are not going to continue to improve your consciousness, and that's it. So in every here and now in the future, you're going to be wasting the time as you have been doing until now. Until this moment that maybe you are thinking about it because you are listening to me, but it's not about listening to me. It's about taking this truth to your fucking heart and doing something about it here and now forever. So karma is a pressure, it's a burden. It's a test. It's a battle, it's a war. It's a war based on love that you need to fight in your life. And the very subtle aspects of karma is that it is sometimes not in every relationship that you will have, but in a couple of key relationships that you will have in your life, it will be based on those relationships, the karma pattern, the karma spirit, the content of your karma, whatever you need to work and improve and learn in your life, whatever is your own burden, your own signature of existential pressure in your existence, will be projected in that specific relationship. Because remember, as we discussed in one of the most important episodes on this Mastermind Podcast Challenge, it is called self-similarity. Just watch that episode after this one if you haven't watched it in my YouTube channel. Self-similarity. And I told you in that episode that every micro dimension and parameter in existence is reflecting infinitely all the patterns of your karma, all the patterns of your existence. Everything is self-similar in a fractal infinite infrastructure. Well, relationships is the same. It's a self-similarity of that pattern, of the dynamic in which God is deciding every day to work through you. That's your karma. How God becomes a better God, solving specific problems that you are basically solving in your own particular life. Understand, I am not working your karma. In a way, yes, because we are all in a collective karma. But in a way, also, we are all individuals' karmas working in separate realms of consciousness. So your karma is your stuff. Your karma is your stuff. You can work with a coach. You can work with a guru. You can work with a psychologist. You can work with me. But at the end of the day, dude, you are the only one that will be face to face with your own demons and battles and karma. As the same as I am face to face with my own mirror, my own karma every day of my life. Now, sometimes you need to work around your karma in your career, in your professional career. Sometimes you need to work in your karma through your creative pursuits, through your business, through your artistical pieces. Maybe you're a poet, maybe you're a musician. Sometimes you work through your karma through your religion and maybe through your community or through your education, through academia, right? Through social media. And sometimes you work with your karma through your relationships because they are a self-similar system, and they will reflect whatever you need to be working and improving in order for your spirit in order for your spirit to evolve and grow and expand and become more integrous. That is your cosmic drama. We can define karma as a cosmic drama, your own movie. Remember, your life is a movie. Just watch one of the most important episodes that you need to watch. It is called Movies or Films Are the New Church. Films are the new church. And the reason that I'm suggesting you that you need to watch that episode is because I will be doing an episode soon in the podcast that I have been working so much, so diligently in the last months, because I have been on a mission in the last months. And that mission is studying very profoundly cinema as an art, but not only as an art. And because now I have some ambitions in cinema, in creating movies and directing movies, but maybe that is for my future, not for now, but for my future. But also as technological, spiritually, technologically, how can I say it? As spiritual technologies, that is the right way to put it. I have been studying movies very profoundly, and I will do an episode very soon that will be about 10 movies that you need to watch to drastically transform your life. And I already have like 5 of them that I am that they are so transformative, and they are not very mainstream. You are probably have never heard about these movies before. But in order for you to appreciate the art form of a movie, you need to understand that you are in a movie itself. Your life. Well, maybe you don't have, it's not a movie, but it's like that. It's like that. It's like a drama. And that is the karma. The plot of the movie is the karma of your life. And just notice how every actor in movies or every character is trying to solve his karma. Iron Man is trying to solve his karma through the Avengers, through the blah, 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 blah. Darth Vader is trying to solve his karma through his karmic relationship with Luke, his son. Just notice. Just notice how karmic is the relationship between Bella and Edward in Twilight. And you may say, Derek, this is very good. I like it. But what the hell is a karmic relationship, man? You have been speaking. All right, sorry guys. Yeah. Well, a karmic relationship is basically a relationship that is based on your karma. It's a relationship that is there in your life because it will remind you and it will obligate you, it will force you to look at the eyes of your karmic demon, and it will force you to make a decision. Either you can just continue dancing with the karma and drama, whatever that is in that relationship. You know what is. You know what is the drama in that relationship. Or you can face head on that demon and you can spiritualize that demon. You can make the decisions that you know that you need to make in order to grow and evolve and outgrow that demon and become a more free, sophisticated, powerful, potent spirit as a result. And that is why this is so important for your personal development, because if you analyze all the relationships that you have in your surroundings, like in your network, dude, you have a couple of them that are karmic relationships. And if you really want to evolve and continue to grow, you need to solve that shit. If you continue with the karma, with the drama, with that toxic dance, you will never evolve that specific part of your psyche that is demanding healing and integration. And the sad thing is that you will say, oh, I'm reading so many books. Oh, I'm watching so many podcasts. Oh, I'm meditating. I'm doing the yoga. I am not evolving enough. I am not quick enough. I am not expansive enough. Of course, you're not expansive enough if you're not taking care of your relationships. You can grow so much, only so much, if you are stuck in a karmic relationship. And you may say, Derek, but how the hell I will know if I'm in a karmic relationship? Well, okay, let's just consider this. Yes, you can have a karmic relationship with a boss and with a brother or a sister or a cousin or a stranger or whatever, a client. Like everyone can serve as an instrument of God to project your darkness, because that is basically what a karmic relationship is doing. They are projecting your darkness. They are screaming, look at this, please look at this. They are screaming that, look your own darkness, look your own faults, look your own scarcity, codependency, immaturity, please look your weaknesses. That is what a karmic relationship is screaming, but obviously you don't see it. Or maybe you see it, but you ignore it. Or maybe you see it and don't ignore it, but then you do nothing about it. And that is the worst. That is a self-sabotage. Just notice. But I will not focus on those karmic relationships. I will focus more on the one that I experience in my own life more, and the one that is more common. When you do your own research, you will find more information about when the karmic relationship is an romantic relationship as well. So I will focus on those. How you know if you are in a karmic relationship? Well, the first thing is that it's very magnetic, and this is the trap. Karmic relationships are very attractive for you. It's like love at the first sight. It's like maybe you are with someone and it's like being in heaven when you are with that person. At first, at first, when that person is still with the mask on, when the karma haven't exposed itself. And remember, this is not the fault of the person. Don't judge the person. Don't judge the ego or the social being that is behind the karma. They are just instruments. They are just part of your consciousness. You need to understand the person and the karma, they are different things. Judge the karma, not the person. And the karma is always an internal experience. Other people, they may not see the karma. Maybe your psychologist will not see the karma, but you will feel it because this is an internal journey. This is your myth. This is your psychological myth that you are burning. Who the hell will understand your myth? No one will understand your myth. That is the archetypal journey. The archetypal journey, no one will understand it. Only the hero, only you. Only you will understand the dragon, the sword, the treasure, the richness, the witch, the scientific guy, the poison, the spell, all the magic that is in your psychological adventure, your myth, your life, your mystical experience. Only you will understand. Not even the person will understand. You can look at the person and say, man, you are a fucking dragon in my life. And they will say, what did you tell me? Oh my God, you hurt my feelings. And you will say, no, I am not hurting your feelings. It's just like you are a dragon in my own journey. They will not understand, although they are the dragon. You see this? They don't need to understand. They don't need to know they are your karma in order for you to be aware that they are your karma, and in order to for you to do the decisions that will solve your karma. Take the responsibility of doing this stuff without people even knowing that you are doing this stuff. Because guess what? Most people that maybe they are or maybe they are not your karmic relationships, they are not listening to this podcast at all. They are not studying psychomythology. They are not studying archetypes. They are not studying the mystical life. They don't even understand that they are everything in the multiverse. You understand this. You meditate. You are doing this work. So forget about them understanding. Focus on your own consciousness and work. This is extreme ownership, extreme responsibility with your karmic efforts, with your spiritual journey and your spiritual work. You see? So those relationships will feel very magnetic. It will be like a very intense experience. Like if you can saturate the image of life, and I'm if you are a graphic designer, you will understand there's an option when you are editing videos and images that is called saturation. And what saturation do is like it makes everything more bright and more, how can I explain, more intense. Everything is more intense if you go all in with the saturation option when you are editing an image, right? So maybe you have a green that is a normal green, but you want to make it a psychedelic green, something that is kind of a phosphorescent, light wise or light kind of green. Maybe you need to put the whole saturation and it will make that effect. Well, relationships that have a karmic structure in between you have a very saturated drama. Is everything is too intense. Now, if you have mental health issues, you will love this because people with mental health issues love drama and love things with a lot of flavor and instability because they feel comfortable in those settings. But the whole issue of having mental health issues is about healing. It's not about having the mental health issues. It's about, okay, you have the mental health issue. Now you heal. You do whatever it takes to heal. That is the whole purpose of understanding that you have a mental health issue. So that's why in romantic relationships that are karmic based, it's very difficult to leave the partner because they are so intense that you become addicted to this type of relationships. And literally, it can become worse than a cocaine addiction or heroin addiction. You will feel exactly like this in a karmic relationship. Also, you will feel very codependent. You will feel that if that person, that specific for no fucking reason person, if that person is not in your life, life has no meaning at all. Life is stupid. Life is black, white, and gray. No colors, no rainbow. Life is numb without that person. And it's because obviously you are addicted, not in love. You are addicted to the karma drama. And it's more easy for you to be immersed in the karmic situation than to look that demon in the face and outgrow that demon and evolve. That will take a lot of work, and that will force you to get out of your comfort zone. And obviously your ego do not want that, because to get out of a karmic relationship and to evolve will demand a death and a rebirth process that obviously your ego do not want to undertake. Because the whole business of the ego is status quo. Your ego wants to stay the same. The modus operandi, and please go watch that episode that is called Modus Operandi. The modus operandi of your ego is conventionalism. Staying the same, being the same, fixed, fixation, concentration, solidification, survival. That is the ego's agenda in a nutshell. Death and rebirth. Ooh, oh no, please no, please no. Well, that is what you need to do. You need to die if you want to get out of a karmic relationship. Something very inside you, something very deep about you need to die and reborn if you want to get out of a karmic relationship. Also, you can identify a karmic relationship because it's a relationship that is in your consciousness, it's in your story, it's in your drama, but it's there because you need to learn something very deeply about it. I'm not talking about, oh, I will learn a mathematical formula about it. Oh, I will learn, I don't know what hell. No, you will learn a life lesson, not only in your life. You will learn an ancestral lesson that will penetrate every generation after you. Will penetrate culture, will penetrate the multiverse. It will penetrate the whole infrastructure of your existence. It will change the design of your godhood. It will change how God, that is you, operates in life. It will change God forever. Now you are understanding why so difficult. I'm not telling you that you will change superficially. No, dude, if you are evolving and transcending a karmic relationship, you are evolving something so deep. And I cannot tell you what that is, dude. Maybe you are thinking, oh, Derek, you're being so abstract. You're not telling me what I need to grow. I don't know what you need to grow. If you don't know, you already lost the war. Don't accuse me for your lack of introspection. Don't accuse me for your lack of awareness and lack of conscious work. That is your work. I can help you. I can be your coach. I can be your psychologist, but I cannot do it for you. That is your work. I don't know. Maybe your karma is that you are an abusive guy and you need to learn how to not abuse. Maybe that is your karma. Maybe your karma is that you are a needy. I need my teddy of my mommy. I need the milky of my mommy. And therefore I cannot leave my girlfriend because it's not my girlfriend, it's my mommy. Mama, mama. Maybe that is your karma, man. You are a codependent. Maybe your karma is that you are addicted and you are struggling with addictions, not only with the relationship, but also with other addictions. Maybe that is your karma. Maybe that is what you need to outgrow. Maybe your karma is that you need to outgrow your addiction to sex, or your lack of sex drive, or your lack of libido, of your lack of sexual mastery, of your lack of gaming theory, like, the capacity to game, the capacity to attract, the capacity to mate, the capacity to reproduce. I don't know. I don't know. You should know. You should be curious enough to discover your karma. I cannot do that for you. I cannot do that for you. But as soon as you understand what is, as soon as that hits your consciousness, because you are penetrating that, because you understand, man, this is a karmic relationship. I just know it. You feel it in your gut, you feel it in your spirit. That is the answer that you receive in your meditation. As soon as you understand that is a karmic relationship, you need to understand what is the karma. What is the problem that I need to solve? And this relationship is putting that problem in my face. And I know it, I know it, I know it, I know it. And then you need to make a decision, man. No, there's no pinky process about it. There's no a more soft way of doing it than just doing it, man. And as soon as you do it, as soon as you make the decision, you will understand very deeply, not in your rationalization and in your logics and in your ego, but very deeply in your God like soul and heart, that you made the right decision and that you are in your way for your next evolution. It's like a release of energy. It's like a that is how it feels when you release karma energy. And remember that the demon will go crazy when you're about to exorcise that demon. So, in those moments, that person that is possessed by karmic energies, it's not the person's fault. It's just karmic dynamics. That person will become more and more possessive, maybe with you, or more seductive with you, if that is the karma. The thing that you are trying to solve, it will become a monster that is bigger. It will, if before it was just a lizard, it will become Godzilla. If it was just Charmander, the Pokemon, it will become Charizard, right? If before it was just Hulk without being Hulk, it will become Hulk being Hulk. you know, that Hulk is always struggling. Of the karma of Hulk is like he cannot control when he's Hulk, right? Well, your partner will become Hulk, a very very angry Hulk, and you need to deal with that demon. The worst thing that you can do is to be indecisive in this journey. If you are going to exorcise that demon, if you are going to face your karma and evolve, you need to go all in this enterprise. If you go half in, half out, I'm relatively kind of into that, you are screwed. You are going backwards to the karmic cycle again into the rabbit hole to your own mediocrity and lack of spiritual fuel and fire, sadly. And sometimes that is the karma that you need to, sometimes the karma is just failing and failing and failing until finally you gather enough forces and enough concentration and momentum and spiritual power to transcend the deal and to close the business. So you need to become very clear. You need to decide. Do it right now with me. Try to use this podcast as a leverage, as an impulse to do it, and to decide to stop that karmic relationship today, 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 right here, right now. Remember, right here, be here now, be here now, right here, right now. It's the only moment of opportunity. Is the extreme openness of the multiverse right now, right here. So you decide it? Look at me, man. If you're watching the video, will you decide it? This will be the conversation that you needed to have. The wake up calling. You will make this the wake up calling, or you just will make this another podcast? Another almost I do it. Another video, another personal development masturbation. Be careful. Be very careful of being masturbating with these concepts and not putting the work. That will be karma as well. And you know it. How to solve the problem? I don't know, man. You will know. Follow exactly your resistance. Your resistance, whatever you are resisting to do, is exactly what you need to do. That is the path of wisdom. That is the perpetual motion. And for that, just watch the episode called How to Become the Perpetual Motion Machine. Perpetual Motion Machine, one of the most essential podcasts of this channel. I hope that you can burn your karma. I hope that you now will become very supra conscious of karmic elements in your relationships, and you will work those head on. And I know that if you do it, you will find truth and love. I see you at Derek Israel.